Fatality.
It's Mortal Kombat Gold on the Sega Dreamcast, the Dreamcast version of Mortal Kombat 4. With some additional features, levels, and characters not seen in the arcade version. Here's the roster of fighters, all of whom meet a horrible death whenever I play as them, because I'm terrible at Mortal Kombat. But Mortal Kombat Gold is one of the more playable Mortal Kombats if you're not all that into the series. But I also question whether or not longtime fans of the traditional 2D Mortal Kombat games will enjoy this one. It's lacking something stylistically, but gains something when it comes to response time. It's very quick and nimble on its feet here on the Dreamcast, and feels more like a Virtua Fighter game than just old-school 2D Mortal Kombat. But you can't do that in Virtua Fighter. The fatalities are hilarious. And with numerous cheat codes available for Mortal Kombat Gold, they're easier than ever to pull off with just one button. Unlike Mortal Kombat 2, for instance, you can get by in Mortal Kombat Gold without having mastered all of the character moves. Jumping and moving around the screen is far easier than it is in previous versions, and far more effective. But obviously, learning the character moves and how to really play the game helps. Mortal Kombat Gold has a training mode so that you can practice those moves, an endurance mode of gameplay, and obviously two-player gameplay. Locally, no online with this one. It's not a bad release on the Dreamcast. There are extremely quick loading times, but it's not one of the more attractive games. Certainly not when compared to Virtua Fighter 3 or Soul Calibur. All that being said, I've rather enjoyed the time I've spent playing Mortal Kombat Gold. I tend to gravitate towards games where I can jump around the screen easier, and this one is just simply more playable than previous versions of Mortal Kombat if you don't really know what you're doing. I get the sense it's not a fan favorite. And judging by the price that you can find these games used, there's a lot of them out there and nobody wants them. Compared to Street Fighter Alpha 3, which commands $20. I bought my Mortal Kombat Gold for $5. But that Ducati motorcycle game was $1, so it's 5 times better than that. Well, no, actually it's a lot better than that. If you enjoyed the Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe release, which I really enjoyed, you might like this one. Because it's a more fluid style based on the traditional Mortal Kombat gameplay, but not exactly traditional Mortal Kombat.
Round 2. Fight!
If you've spent any time with a Sega Dreamcast hooked up to a good stereo, you'll know what excellent sound this thing puts out, and Mortal Kombat Gold gets top marks in the audio department. Excellent music, and as you would expect, good use of the subwoofer during combat. If you're interested in Mortal Kombat 4, which was released originally in the arcades in 1997, it's also available as Mortal Kombat 4 for the PlayStation, Nintendo 64, and PC. But it's Mortal Kombat Gold on the Dreamcast. However, is it fighting game gold? More like copper. It's not bad, but it's not the best one on the system either. One thing is for sure though, if you buy a Dreamcast, which generally cost less than just one single new release video game these days, you'll have access to a wealth of awesome fighting games from big name series like Virtua Fighter, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, King of Fighters, Soul Calibur, and of course, Seaman.
Wins. Fatality. Finish her! Cyrax wins. Fatality.